Hi, welcome back. This is Annalisa from Metaphysical Cove. This is your tarot forecast for the week. But first off, because I'm introducing these sessions with introducing your sign, so I'd like to speak a little bit about the cosmos this week, because I feel that this week seems to be a very powerful week, especially for Mercury. He seems to be aspecting a lot of the different planets. And, Mercury is about communication. Mercury is about negotiating. Mercury is about our thinking. And he's been in Aries, and he will move into Taurus this Sunday coming up. So he will make a few aspects this week. But first off, I like to start with Saturn and Mars, which they both are in Aquarius. At this point, Venus is moving very quickly, detaching from Mars and Saturn in Aquarius. She's moving into Pisces on the 5th. And Mercury, as I said, moving on pretty quickly, aspecting other planets. But let me talk about the first one on Monday, because the first conjunct that we have here on Monday, the 4th, is with Saturn and Mars. I think this is one of them, not the most, but one of the biggest aspects of the year of 2022, because the Mars with Saturn, these are serious confrontations. This is like do or die, and I will fight for humanity. I will fight for rights. I will do whatever it takes. That's Mars in Aquarius, but he's very strategic too. He likes to have his own plans. The last time these two planets conjunct was back in March 2022, when we experienced the lockdowns and the restrictions when they became effective. In Canada that was it, in the United States, and most of the whole world was around that time with that conjunct. This Mars is very warlike. He's aggressive, he's confrontational. In your private life, you could be experiencing that with people in your life. And the Saturn is about all structures. He is the rules and the laws and the walls and the jails and all of that. So Saturn is trying to keep these boundaries and structures for us to be able to achieve our dreams. And Mars is not so keen on continuing with things the way they are. Okay, so that's the first one. Then Venus enters Pisces on the 5th, and Venus doesn't see the world black and white. She sees the world with all the colors of the rainbow. So Venus in Pisces is about the love and embracing who we are and being able to forgive and understand one another. That's what Venus does in Pisces. And she's very seductible. Not seductible. Seductible, like she seduces, she engages, she dreams, she romances you into fantasies of all kinds. So that's Venus in Pisces. Then, but that's the good thing. But the bad thing about it is that you become deceived a lot, and you may be also playing that evasiveness, like you don't want to deal with reality, you don't want to deal with life. I just want to dream, have a good time, and enjoy my life. That's Venus in Pisces. Just let's have another drink and enjoy life. Then we have Mercury sextiling Saturn on the 7th. So this is a lot to do with opportunity to communicate or negotiate between large corporations or government, or the peace of the war, the peace on the war, and for the war that's going on in Ukraine. So this is a good opportunity for negotiations. Then we have Mercury sextile Mars on the 8th. The main word or the main principal event for this is like competition. But this is very significant entrance for long-term helpful, in relationships. It could, you could negotiate really important rules. This is mine. This is what you cannot cross, and the two sides agree on something. So this could be a good transit for us this week. Then Mercury squares Pluto on Friday. So when Mercury transits Pluto, this can cause a lot of mental intensity, and it could cause also conflicts. You may be triggered and you resulting in impulsive behaviors as well. You may even say things unconsciously, like you're not aware of what you say. So you may spend the rest of the day consumed by obsessions. This is a lot of, you may see a lot of psychological issues with people. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say for the cosmos. Let's go with the three decks of the cards. I have the NK, I have the Lewin's and Marie's deck, and I have the regular right away. So you choose whatever pile it suits you, and then you go to your sign, because there's saying there which sign you can, whatever your sign is. If it's Aries, you go to Aries and listen to what Aries says, and so forth. So, but it would be for the sun, the moon, or the rising. I hope you enjoy it. I will hope with my deepest felt desires, that you have a great week, peaceful week, and also, please, if you like what I have to say, subscribe and push like. And I wish you all, my friends, namaste. See you next week. Aquarius, this is Annalisa from Metaphysical Cove. This is the tarot card reading for the week of April the 4th till April the 10th. We have three decks here in front of me, so you choose whichever one your spirit guides connect you with, and we'll go from there. The sun is in Aries, the Venus is moving into Pisces in your 12th house. So let's see which one we'll go with first. I'll put these stones back. I'll go with this one first. I already shuffled these cards. Let's see what the week looks like for you here if you chose this pile. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Fool, and we have the Judgment. So that tells me here that, you're under this energy where you're just going after what you want. You seem to be in this sense of identity that you have to, you have this spirit of a warrior. I do feel that there's great conversations here taking place in your life. There's also that eagerness that is very important. There's also those friendship communities here that you may not be too inclined to socialize right now, because I feel that you're going after something that is of great importance for you. The Fool and the Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, the Fool and the Judgments tell me here that you're taking a leap. Your life is moving forward into a new world. Some great opportunities are coming up. There seems to be here freedom, spontaneity, innocence to some degree. and new beginnings. So you seem to be going in that direction. The Nine of Pentacles right at the beginning, I feel that you have worked quite hard to get where you may be right now, because this seems to be here, new adventures, new start, and something that may seem big here for you for this week, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, of course, is living beyond means sometimes. There's possibly financial dependency or setbacks that you may be having, but I feel that there seems to be here this liberation and this freedom and this movement going forward, okay? I'll put that back, and then I'm going to go with the second deck, Rider-Waite deck, and let's see what the cards are there. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, or Aries Rising. This is for you. Let's see what they say here. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So the Four of Swords with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I feel that there may be a lot of stress there at the moment in your life, which you possibly are in the need of rest or relaxation, and possibly some meditation. There's a lot of situations that you may be here in contemplation. It looks like a vacation may be needed. It also could be with relationships here, because I do feel here that you are in the need of a blissful getaway, a vacation, because there's something here going on that there seems to be here with relationships, that you may be called upon to take care of a loved one who needs your help. It may also be necessary to endure some difficult psychological energies as unresolved problems within relationships come to the surface with the Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. I do feel that you do have to watch your communication, because I do feel that seems to be here a lot of stress as far as possibly arguments of some kind, differences of opinion. That may agitate your week. Otherwise, you have a blessed week. Then we put those in. We go with the last deck here. Let's see what they say, what these ones say, if you chose this pile. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, or Aries Rising, if you know your time of birth, or if you know that. So we have the Lovers, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. So I do feel that there seems to be here a lot of relationships restoration. There seems to be here a very serious situation where you possibly are dealing with something that it is very important. It is about love, possibly harmony, possibly values in your life, with your community, with your siblings, with your family that you are trying to make choices with. There's this strong bond between you and whoever you're dealing with, but there's new opportunities here. There's passion. There's that King of Wands with that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is totally about potential, inspiration of all kinds. You are asserting yourself seriously to a commitment, to a friendship that is meaningful in your life. But you want to invest in something that is standing the test of time, with the Lovers and the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So it's a very passionate, moving kind of a week for you. It looks wonderful. So Aries, you have a blessed week. Namaste. Hi Taurus, this is the tarot reading for April 4th to April 10th. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, or Taurus Moon. So as I said in the introduction, you choose a pile, whichever resonates with you or your spirit guides, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to start with this pile and see what it says here for you for this upcoming week. We have a very powerful week coming up. we have here? Let's see what we have here. We have a lot of aspects in the stars. So we have the Death card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Nine of Swords. So obviously the Death card here, there's transformation. There is here your identity or your purpose can emerge from a life dedicated to service. You may be very in tune with your career, your work. So there's, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords, seems to be here that you might be having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, possibly in the sense of a solid, but you do have that solid achievement. There seems to be here good luck. There seems to be here good fortune. There seems to be here, cycles of fate. Obviously here something is going through some transformation. There may be some losses, maybe some changes. You may also be getting some news of some kind, because there seems to be here a lot of involvements in possibly group activities and friends. So this is a great time to have a good time with friends and go out and socialize and party as well. So this is for the first pile. Let's go with another pile. Let's go with this pile. See what this one says for you. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, or Taurus Rising. See what this one says. We have the Hanged Man, the Five of Swords, and the Devil. So there is major arcana here. I do feel here with this three cards, I feel that it is a time for you to pause or surrender to something. It is not a time for you to charge forward and push with things, because it seems to be that you're dealing with heavy attachments here, heavy restrictions. But at the same time, I also believe that you do have a way out. You do have a lot of situations in which you deal with many people and with possibly groups. But there's a lot of competitiveness too. You may be dealing with a lot of competitiveness in your career, in your life. So, and a lot of ambition. So you may be dealing with some restrictions, some unusual events that seems to be very challenging, but this is not a good time to push, because the Five of Swords tells me here that there's that bullying or that possibly that violence that may come out of your week if you push, or defeat or mental conflict as well there. Okay, that's for that pile. And let's go with the last pile. Let's see what the last pile is saying. We have Ace of Swords, we have Four of Pentacles, and the Star. So definitely you're clearing out your path. There seems to be here new ideas. There seems to be here success. There seems to be new beginnings. There's also seems to be here situations that you are asserting yourself in a big way, financially and career-wise. There seems to be very, very strong with career-wise, or possibly at home. You seem to be stabilizing situations at home where you seem to be having a good, clear time. Things seems to be clearing up for you. And you may feel like things may be effortless. You're just in a very secure, safe space that is very beneficial for you, and possibly reunions of of friends and good times with friends that may be there as well for you this upcoming week. Okay, Taurus, you have a wonderful week, Taurus. Hi, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Rising. This is the forecast, the tarot forecast for the week of April 4th till the 10th. So let's see what pile you chose from. As I said in the introduction, whatever your spirit guides you to, you choose the pile that you feel intuitively connected with. These cards are shuffled already, so I'm going to see what the first pile can tell us about Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Rising. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Death, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel with the Queen of Pentacles that there may be contentment here with your career, possibly, or career needs. There's possibilities of a promotion, or you may be, programming yourself to aim high. With the Death, there seems to be here transformation. There seems to be here an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new. There seems to definitely indicate new beginnings. This could also be a relationship too. This could also be a relationship that you've been dealing with, because the Nine of Cups in the end with the Death, either you're totally letting go of a relationship and beginning a new one, or you're renewing that relationship with somebody that possibly you've been having quite a bit of a challenge with prior. So this is the first pile. Let's go with the second pile. We have, again, the Queen of Pentacles. It's a theme. Ace of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles. Again, once again, I feel that they may be very home bound with the Queen of Pentacles or career, which, shows me again that there's that security, there's that determination, there's that courage, there's that confidence with the Queen of Pentacles. There's also that pioneering into the unknown, carving a path that you may be dealing with, because this indicates a lot of work here, especially with the Seven of Pentacles and material wealth too. You may be dealing with money as well. But the Ace of Cups tells me here that there's definitely that love or that new relationship or that romance that could be there too, or that renewal of a relationship, or that new somebody that may be coming into your life. Okay, so that's the second pile. Let's go with the third pile. We have Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Very passionate week for you, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Rising. The Two of Pentacles tells me here that you may be juggling something, multiple opportunities possibly with career, or you possibly are trying to manage a relationship. But with the Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands, that tells me here that you might be dealing with fear, possibly fear of flying. You may be trying to go somewhere on a vacation, but yet, you may be dealing with anxieties of going to unfamiliar situations and so forth. But you also have here the Two of Pentacles and the Nine and the Seven of Wands together here. So that tells me here that possibly you may be on this social environment where you have this excellent networking skills, where you're working with people and it's working for you. whatever you're doing is working for you. So, but you need to be mobile. And I do believe that there's great opportunities here for you, and you seem to be gaining a lot of ground for yourself. Okay. All right, Gemini. This is for Gemini. You have a wonderful week. Cancer. This is your tarot forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. As I said in the introduction, you pick whatever pile appeals to you, and we go from there. So I'm going to start with this pile to see what your cards are telling you here. So these cards have been shuffled. So let's go with the first one. 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and 7 of Cups. So we know that you here, you have this kind of a dream come true kind of a thing. There's joy, there's love, there's blissful relationships, or there's harmony alignment here, or a great romantic relationship, or a great relationship that you're finalizing, or there seems to be here some great news that they may be involved here with the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. It seems to be very oriented in good times, possibly wedding, possibly engagement, possibly buying a new home, you know, or some things on that kind of a element or environment. But, you know, there seems to be here that life purpose here with the 10 of Cups and the King of Pentacles, to find that tribe, to develop that central role of a caregiver. There's also this, with the King of Pentacles, there seems to be here these high achievements, identifying strongly with work that you do, making that central vocation of dominant role in your life. So you may have gotten a promotion, or you may have gotten a new job. That seems to be indicated here with the King of Pentacles. There's also here that that faith and spirituality here with the 7 of Cups, or a choice that you have to make as well. Spirituality may be a big topic here, and you may be approaching the unknown with trust. There's also higher learning because it's a 7. There's the teaching and long distance travel that could be active here as well. Okay, so this is your pile. Let's go to the second pile. Let's see, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, or Cancer Moon. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, my goodness, and the 5 of Cups. So these cards have been shuffled. So if you chose this pile here, there seems to show me here that there's transformation. There's intimacy that may not come easily here for you at the moment. I do believe that you may at the moment be experiencing a few things that is creating that desire to have boundaries and you have to stay in control, because the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups, there's possibly bad relationships here, possibly separations, breakups. There possibly could be as well loss of work or loss of job, or possibly financial losses that you may be experiencing here, because the 5 of Cups and the Devil definitely tells me here that there is grief, there's despair, there's sadness, there's bitterness, there's feeling of failure and disappointment. But it's short term, because the 5 of Cups tells you here that's short term. And the Devil is also telling me here that nothing is really lost. You just have to have the faith with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So that's for this pile. Let's go for the last pile. And I have here the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So I also feel here with the 8 of Cups and 6 of Cups and 5 of Wands that there is here that nostalgia going on. There's also feelings here that feelings of dissatisfaction with something, or you may be coming out of a bad period, that now it shows transformation and adventure. Probably this is going to be a space where entertainment may be there for you, or good times may be there for you. There's also revisiting a past or childhood memories. There seems to be here innocence of joy. There's feelings here that there may be also with the Five of Wands, you may be going through a little bit of a scraps or conflict or fighting with something. But all in all, there's no need to go into that, because at the end of the day, I feel that you're moving on from something and achieving something new with the Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, and Five of Wands. Okay, Cancer, this is it for you. I hope you have a wonderful week. Namaste. Hello, Leo. This is your tarot forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. As I said before, please pick a pile, whichever you are driven or ignited or pulled to do so. I will start with this one here, and I already shuffled these cards. Let's see what they're telling you if you've chosen that pile. So you have the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So that tells me here that the Sun, it seems to be his success and positivity, possibly celebrations. You possibly are, you probably are going on a vacation of some kind. There seems to be here adventure. There seems to be here travel. There seems to be here education. And I also believe that there's that growth of status or structures, and this confidence. You may need to move beyond the familiar territory of the home. There's that Six of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands, which tells me here that there's transformation. There's this great attitude and with finances and job and relationships as well. There's partnerships here, with a serious partnership here that may be approaching, that it's suggestive here. There's also this with the Sun and Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. It's also saying here that there's definitely transformations. There could be a relationship, new relationship, or an old relationship here that seems to be very stimulated. There may also be that you may be attracting money to a spouse or a business partner as well, or a bank or other public financial institutions that you may possibly have gone for a mortgage and you may have been approved. Okay, so this is the first pile. Let's go with the second pile. Let's see what the second pile is telling you here. Ten of Pentacles, Emperor, and Two of Pentacles. So definitely this tells me here that there is this kind of growth. There's wealth here. There's security. You're possibly going to a period next week where you totally feel this, that whatever you've been working for represents long-term success. There is here this transformation here that is stimulated with good relationships, be at work or be at home. You may also be juggling two situations, or you may have multiple situations or offers here that you may have to manage them. But this signifies possibly an advancement or a higher position of work, or business partnership that you may be embarking on. But this definitely represents here a good, prosperous, stable week for you, which brings a lot of growth and new opportunities. Okay, let's go to the third pile. These cards have been shuffled, so this is for Sun, Moon, or Rising Sun. So here we have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. So this tells me here that there's creativity, there's brilliance, there's a place here of courage and pride and a sense of showmanship. There's that travel possibly here, or education, that you can grow in structures or status. There seems to be here this confidence or this need to move beyond a familiar territory or home. There's also suggesting a gift of language here, a curiosity for further studies with the Hermit. There seems to be here a wide range of subjects here that are with the Ten of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. There's also here a good relationship that may be coming to a really good space. There's a serious approach to partnerships here with the Ten of Cups and the Hermit. Possibly engagement or, some change of stability here. There's also here this stimulation sexual side of this relationship, which is creating this great intensity for this relationship to work out for you. Okay, thank you very much. Have a wonderful week, Leo. Hello Virgo, this is the Tarot astrological forecast for April 4th to the 10th. And as I said before, you pick a pile and we go from there and read the pile for you, whatever pull you have towards whatever pile. So I'll go with the first one here. And this is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, or Virgo rising. So today you have the Ten of Pentacles. That Ten of Pentacles continue to come. Then you have the Six of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Pentacles, again, that stabilizes wealth, financial security. There could be also that long-term success that you're finally reaching. It's very, very, organized around work and be victorious at work. You may at times pick up more than what you can do with the Ten of Wands, because the Ten of Wands creates oppression, creates too many burdens, too many extra responsibilities, hard work, overloaded, stressed out, and so forth. But you do have the Six of Wands before that, so that tells me here that somehow there could be that feeling of achievement and victory and success and public recognition as well. You feel happiest being useful as part of the team or taking a constructive role in the world. You love practical systems of communications and so forth with those three cards. You also, there seems to be here this you exploring this deep territories with the Six of Wands and Ten of Wands, that you might do this through your work or maybe through intimate relationships that test your mettle with the Ten of Pentacles. There's also here a great possibly relationships here that you are able to motivate and teach, and you may even create a lot of financial gain with that. Okay, so I'll go with the second pile. Then we have on the second pile, these cards have been shuffled before, so I'll go with how it is. The Death, Transformation, the Ace of Pentacles, Rewards, and the Queen of Swords. So that tells me here with the Death card, you literally could have lost someone in your life, or you also may have lost a job or work. But you see, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, there seems to be here that life has no doubt brought you, it's full of dynamic movement, and you feel liveless when you can work at your own fast pace, and active daily workout keeps you in a good health kind of a thing with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So you may be dealing with possible legal stuff. You possibly with the death, you may also have gotten the mortgage that you may have been looking for, or the loan that you may be been searching for. But there could also be with the Ace of Pentacles and the death that there's ego forces that are so in tune with what you want to create within a relationship. So they may be either end of relationship, or you may be renewing a relationship with totally different modalities and working well with it, working well with the relationship and so forth, because the death with the Ace of Pentacles right after that brings you a lot of stability. Okay, let's go to another pile, last pile. If you chose this pile, let's see what this pile is bringing you. You have the Tower, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Six of Wands. So I feel that the Tower, I feel that there has been disruptions here, possibly, or there might be with this upcoming week. And there's destruction, there's sudden changes, which possibly could be upheaval. But you do have the Three of Cups right after it. So the Three of Cups, that tells me here that there's celebration with friends. You may have broken up with some friends, but you may also be getting together with new friends, or you may be mending fences with the friends. Because the Six of Wands, the victory in the end, this Six of Wands keeps on repeating itself. So I do feel too that there may be a relationship, or if you're married, you'll be able to express affection easily and make your feelings clear to your partner. Or you could be totally wholly in a new line or of a new relationship that may enter your life. Okay, this is it for Virgo. Have a wonderful week. Thank you. Hello, Libra. This is Annalisa from Metaphysical Cove. This is your tarot forecast for April 4th until the 10th. So as you know, you have to pick a pile, whichever one suits your taste. That's the one you go with. Let me go with this one here first. I'll start here. Let's see what, I already shuffled these cards. Let's see what it says here for you. You have the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Swords. I do feel with the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Two of Swords, there may be relationships here that it may be necessary to confront difficulties that you may have been dealing with, or that haven't been handled before. Now it's a time to handle them. It may be a time that you also should be enjoying good relationships with both superiors and employees that you have. This could also be a good time in health and practical matters of all that is important to you. Relationships may be very important to you at the moment. There's also seems to be here routines. There's also you being in a space where you have to be relating to this process or important arena of yourself, where you're heavily involved in chores and you're gaining satisfaction from a job well done, or you may be taking on too much and overestimating how much you can achieve in one day with the Two of Swords. That may be bringing you the conflict. Okay, so this is for the first pile. Let's go with the second pile. See, this has already been shuffled. Justice, Two of Wands, Eight of Wands. I feel with the Justice that there is here feeling of that something that is happening in your life, that will be happening in your life, that there's balance and there's justice and there's honesty and there's possibly new rules that you have to make. I do believe that you do have here two, so I do feel that you may have to decide between two situations or two people or two jobs. But whatever decision you're going to make, I feel that you're going to make it well. I do feel that you may be very strategic. I do feel that you may be very creative. And I do believe that you do have an honest skill in your hands, that you're able to make the right decision. I also feel here that if it's relationships, it may be necessary to confront difficulties that you have not handled them earlier, like the last reading that I did. I also feel here that you might attract somebody that is passionate, that promotes that art or that passion in life, or that balance that you seem to want to develop, where you find that you feel this grace within. So I do feel that you may have a week that you will still trying to make that decision. You put one foot forward and another one backwards, but it's all good. Okay, now we go with the last pile. And what do we have here? We have 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. So here we go. We have the feeling of, how do I say this? Feeling that you've been victorious, that you achieving success in something. You may even be getting public recognition. There seems to be here a lot of praise and self-confidence too. The 10 of Wands, you may be at times burdened. You may be taking extra responsibilities. You may be working very hard. There may also be this overload, this stressed out. You may be stressed out. There may be a lot of responsibilities, and there may be problems with duties that you have to carry on. I do feel that the 4 of Cups in the end, I feel that you're contemplating things. I feel that you may feel very fed up with a lot of people, with a lot of situations. You may also be tired, which I feel that you maybe need a little bit of a break, possibly a little bit more meditation. But the 4 of Cups is definitely here, telling me here that you may be dealing with a lot of disappointments, personal disappointments as well. Okay? Thank you, Libra. Have a wonderful week. Hello, Scorpio. This is your tarot reading for the week forecast. So, as you well know, you pick a pile, and whichever pile suits you, that's the one you go for. So I'm going to start with this pile here, and this is reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, or Scorpio Rising. We have the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. I feel with this Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, and Knight of Cups, I feel that there may be a relationship issue that you may be dealing with here, because the Ace of Cups is, of course, there's that love, and there's that relationship, or there's that romance. Either it's new or it's been there. But I feel with the 2 of Swords, there may be something that has been there, a situation, a relationship that has been there, which can bring you that sense of, competition, or sense of, where you're just arguing. There seems to be indecisions. There seems to be here weighing up options, and you seem to be in crossroads. The Knight of Cups in the end also tells me here that there could be that proposal that may still be there, and there seems to be charm and imagination as well, but you could also be dealing with that you're not getting along smoothly with this person, and you may feel that you're surrendering your identity and you're not being who you want to be or behaving like you want to be. So there seems to be here dysfunction. So that's what you may have to deal with this upcoming week. Then we go with second pile. Let's see what the second pile tells you. We have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So this can be about foundations or private, your private world. You might be responsible for more things and being victorious at it too. You might create achievements, and you might feel very victorious. You might be regaining a job, or you might be called back to work, or you might be getting more work as well. With that, there seems to be a purpose here to developing that working importance in your life. So you seem to be adding more work. But so with the Ace of Wands, there's inspiration, there's potential, there's power, there's new opportunities. And with the Page of Pentacles, you're hard at work. You're making you're making your mark. You're manifesting financial opportunities and desires, and this seems to be here this solid beginning. There seems to be also good financial news as well. Okay, so this is the second pile. Let's go with the third pile. What do we have here? We have the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Five of Swords definitely is telling me here that you may be having a challenging time coming up with possibly family or work. But you have to understand that it's best that you don't challenge anything. It's better to just back off, because the Five of Swords can bring you arguments, deep arguments, can bring you deep conflicts with the Devil, can bring you bullying, could bring even violence and competition or defeat, big defeat with the Devil and the Five of Swords. So this could be also loss of property. This could also be loss of money. This could also be loss of work. This could also be a breakup. This also could be betrayals. The Knight of Pentacles in the end is still telling you here that you may have productivity, but you seem to be also possibly feeling bored or feeling stuck or unable to move on. There's a lot of loss of lack of sense of common sense. So this could be a little bit of a negative week for you. Okay, Scorpio, have a wonderful week. Hello, Sag. This is your tarot forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. And as well, you well know, you choose a pile, and let's see what it can get you. So I choose the first pile. Here we go. Let's see what the week is going to be like. You have the Knight of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Swords. So the Page of Wands is what news, what person is approaching, what adventure is approaching you, what inspired action are you taking on, what impulsiveness and fearless bravery are you taking on. There's also here whatever that is, either be a person that is coming back into your life or an adventure that you take on. It seems to be showing that there seems to be positiveness. There seems to be you holding on to control, and you seem to be saving money there too. There's also that Six of Swords, and with the Four of Swords, you might be traveling far from home. Travel, discovering new worlds, growth with things around the home, with the Four of Pentacles as well, with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Wands. You may be purchasing a home somewhere further away. But all in all, it looks like a very progressive, passionate, inspiring week for you. Okay? Then we go with the second pile. The second pile, you have Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. So that definitely tells me here that there seems to be reward. There also seems to be here long-time sustainable results that may have been in slow progress, but they are bringing growth, material growth here for you. Either be, you may be feeling very secure at work. You may even get a different job that brings more financial rewards and more security. You could also be dealing with a new career opportunity, or a new job, or a new business, which you're giving it your all by the Seven of Wands, which is you're fighting the battle and winning it. There seems to be here competition. You may have to deal with competition, be in relationships, be at home, or be at work. You may be competing. You may be in this very competitive edge to your communications. You might have to fight to be heard. For your words have force and power with the Seven of Wands. You may be dealing with parents, strong situation there with parents. You may also be influenced, influenced by others here to do things that are very positive as well. So there seems to be here a good week for you. So let's go to the third pile. And on the third pile, we have Seven of Cups, a Three of Swords, and Six of Swords. I guess the Six of Swords doesn't leave you sad no matter which pile you're choosing. So I feel that there may be here that indication of long travels far from home, or you may be buying something that is far away. But I do feel too with the Seven of Cups, Three of Swords here, that you may be in this very confusing time where there seems to be here illusions. There seems to be here feeling that and quite a bit of fantasy, or somebody's trying to blindfold you with fantasy words or fantasy approaches. You may also be reflecting choices that you have to be doing, and you may also be in this wishful thinking as well. You may have lots of options, but you're also dealing here with the Three of Swords, which tells me here that there could be here heartbreak, there could be here suffering, there could be here emotional pain or grief, and this could be also here health issues as well. Okay, all right, Sag, I wish you a wonderful week. Hi Capricorn, this is your tarot forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. As you well know, please choose a pile that appeals to you, and I'll start picking a pile to start reading. So I'll start with this one here. Let's see what it tells you. It's for the Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, or Capricorn Rising. I have Two of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Fool. So that tells me here that there may be here a happy period with communication, with home, with siblings. There seems to be here a good social life that seems to be picking up. There's getting together with friends and neighbors and having fun. There's also here um, uh, possibly going somewhere, possibly taking a trip, possibly going on a long trip, on a long journey. The Fool here in the end tells me here that there's freedom, there's being naive, you're being naive and feeling that innocence of the new beginning, and taking that leap of faith. The Three of Wands tells me here that you're finding new directions and expansions and growth and foresight and so forth, because there seems to be here also that indication that you might be very ambitious at the moment, and they could also be here a reconciliation with relationships, or a really fun and mutual romantic time between you and a partner, or you may be finding a new partner with the Two of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Fool. That seems to indicate also a new person coming into your life. Okay, that's it for this pile. Let's go with the second pile. We have Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. So this tells me here that you have to watch out for that curiosity of yours. There seems to be here new ideas. There seems to be here thirst for knowledge. And you seems to be very energetic and curious and talkative. This also could be gossiping around you. You could also be dealing with a strong, wealthy situation, or a person, or a business proposition, or you may take leadership in your career or your job, or you may be dealing with a father, or you may be dealing with a sibling that somehow you may have to deal with. You may also be dealing with foreign languages here too. You could also be dealing with decision making, because I do feel you trying to make a decision, possibly between two people or two situations or two events. But make that don't go with illusions with the Seven of Cups or fantasies. Try to make your choices from a good space. But I do believe that you are having a good, beneficial week. Okay, we go with the last pile, which is the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Cups keeps on coming up for almost everybody. So that tells me here that there could be good communications. There seems to be here beautiful stuff around the home. This also seems to be here dealing with siblings or education or journeys that you're taking, trips. There seems to also be here change of luck or growth with your home, and your career or your work. There seems to be a shift or change of venues here with the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. There's also could be a relationship that seems to be in renewal or beginnings again, and you seem to be more in focus of really what you want from each other. There's also seems to be guidance. There's also seems to be here soul searching, introspection here, but the Wheel of Fortune brings you that good luck and that good karma and good fortune within this relationship as well. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful week, Capricorn. Hi, Aquarius. This is your week this is your weekly forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. And as you know, you choose a pile. Whatever pile suits you is what you go with. So let's go with this one here. See what the cards are telling you for the week of that is upcoming that's coming up. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. We have here the Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Tower. So definitely this seems to be here an experience of that you're feeling fed up. Something is happening here that is bringing sadness, despair, bitterness, and feeling of failures. You also feel here that you're contemplating things. You also going through a lot of regret. You also may feel this anxiety or this feeling of sleepless nights. And I do feel that this may have to do with relationship. I feel that this could be a breakup or horrendous situations that is totally breaking your heart, because I feel that you're having this fear, this depression, possibly nightmares, stress, insomnia. And the Tower, of course, you have this kind of there seems to be here something that can never be recovered, because the Tower is the disruption, it is the sudden change, it is the traumas, the upheavals, it's the chaos, and it's the awakening. So I do feel that this could be a relationship or job lost or home lost or a friendship that's meaningful to you, or something that was very meaningful to you. You may be going through this transition. I wish you well. Then we go to the second pile. Let's see what it brings us. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, or Aquarius Rising. We have Moon, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles, of course. So we have here the Moon. So the Moon tells you here that you may not have been feeling that well. Possibly you may have been under the weather. This could also be some anxieties or some instability that you may have be coming from, or possibly people that may have looked like they're your friends, but they're not. I do also feel here that you seem to be putting things together with the Eight of Pentacles. Information is coming in. You seem to be putting everything into perspective and working at fixing things that seems to have been broken. There seems to be here possessions. You seems to be attracting material possessions and money as well. There seems to be here financial opportunities that may come up. But difficulties may come about too with the Moon and the Eight of Cups. But you have to watch your spending, because you may be susceptible to beautiful things like clothes, jewelry, or entertainment and art objects, and you are that may not be very favorable for your bank account. So, but you may also have very favorable financial negotiations as well. Okay, so this is your week. So let's go to the third pile. And of course we have here the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. These cards have been shuffled. So the Queen of Wands, something is coming into your life fast. There seems to be here energies that are fast, quick, and exciting. There seems to also be adventure. I do believe that there possibly news here or travels here that you may embark on. There's also that security within the home or the work place or friendships. There's also seems to be here quite a busy week with the Queen of Swords. because there seems to be here a sense of responsibility with siblings. You seem to be, perhaps you're taking too much responsibility, and you seem to be counseling those around you too. You seem to be giving it quite a bit of advice, and people seem to be leaning on you as well. You might play a joke on somebody here through the week, where you become a storyteller somehow. It seems to be a fun, kind of adventurous kind of a situation here for you as well. But I do feel that you also have this good attitude towards money, and it seems to be flowing fine financially. There seems to be a buoyancy here, matter, and your bank account seems to be looking good. Okay, thank you, Aquarius. Have a wonderful week. Hello, Pisces. This is your tarot forecast for the week of April 4th to the 10th. And as you all know, please pick a pile, whatever appeals to you, and let's go read the cards. We have the first pile here. Let's see what it's saying. We have Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Seven of Pentacles. So that tells me here that you may have come out of possibly surgery or a heartbreak, or you may still be dealing with it this week coming, where there seems to be here grief and hurt. You may have lost someone, or you may have gone through a heartbreak or an emotional situation that seems to be of loss. But you're just bleeding. You're not dead yet, because there seems to be here the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups seems to be bringing you here with the Seven of Pentacles, material possessions. There seems to be here communications, resources that somehow are, there seems to be here indications of treasure, that communication, whatever opportunities that are coming your way, new romance, that creativity, new relationships. If it's a job, there seems to be here a new job. There's also that inspiration here, that a new way of expressing yourself. Changes are there. You have this great desire to relate to others, and you may change your hair color, haircut, and that can be the agenda as well. In the agenda as well, possibly a facial or some body image, your body image that you may want to change. You may go through that. Seven of Pentacles tells you here that you are going to be rewarded. There seems to be here a long-term view that is good. You seem to be working on a goal. You also look like you have taken more responsibility with people or work, which brings you gifts and financial rewards as well. Okay, so this is the first pile. Let's go with the second pile. And the second pile is Three of Swords again, Six of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So again, I feel that this is a theme for you here, Pisces. So whatever pile you collect, I feel that Pisces seems to be going through heartbreaks or emotional pain. But Venus, is right there on your sun. So you may be dealing with people that are bringing you stresses, because you seem to be indicating that you may be the peacemaker. I do feel that also behind the scenes, you seem to put in these efforts with your home, and with this sense of optimism, and there seems to be there that philosophy of spirituality or development in spirituality. with the Hanged Man. There seems to also indicate here that you may go on a long trip as well, where you may go to a place, a very unusual place, but yet very spiritually rewarding, which is an escape that you may need. Okay, let's go with the last pile, and we're dealing here with the Emperor, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So I feel that you may feel a little tired. I feel that you've been carrying on too many responsibilities in your position, because you seem to be holding your position. I do feel that you seem to be an authority figure. You've been playing this authority figure. There seems to be here a lot of structures. There seems to be here a lot of solid background or leaderships. Or there seems to be here a lot of experiences of wisdom. Whatever you are going to experience, you seem to be taking on a lot of more responsibilities with bigger position and bigger rewards. There's also here the desire for fun, the desire for creativity, the desire to just, go and do something, go on a trip overseas, travel, do something that you need to do, because I do feel that you've been not feeling well, because the Four of Swords here tells me here that you need that rest or relaxation, or meditation, or you may be contemplating. So it's very indicative here of a trip, which is well needed, which is you may be planning for that, or you may be going. But I do believe that it's a well-deserved trip. Okay? Namaste. Have a wonderful week.